trying to stretch things out. I don't think that song. My name is Trevor Boris, and I am a comedian, carpenter, singer, tap dancer, and did I say carpenter? 'Cause I'm a carpenter. And no, I do stand-up, and most people know me from probably video on trial on Much Music, so that's what I do. I'm a jack of all trades. Comedy's not something I ever thought I would do, and I remember going to a comedy hypnotist at a comedy club in Winnipeg where I started, where I'm from, and his name was the Incredible Boris. That was the hypnotist's name, right? I was like, oh, that's a sign. And I remember like getting hypnotized in the show, and I was really funny in the show. I was kind of playing along. And afterwards, people were coming up to me and being like, oh my God, you were so funny and all that. So I came back like 3 more times that week to his show. And he remembered me, so he kept putting me in the show, and I was like the star of the show every night. And so I kind of got hooked on that attention, although I knew I couldn't make a career out of touring as a hypnotist assistant. I mean, that's pretty sad. So then I started trying stand-up, and it went well, and it was kind of just a hobby for a long time that turned into a career, so. But now it's like, I have no other skills, so I need this. I need this to work out. How do I start work? Well, I went to this hypnotist, and no, everything starts out with a hypnotist. Just the producer saw me at a show, and then said they had this idea for a new show called Video on Trial, and it hadn't been made yet, and it sounded really fun, and we taped the first couple episodes, and the rest kind of is history. You know, I didn't go to TV school for, and I shouldn't maybe be saying this because you guys are all going to school for this, and I'm like, you don't even have to. You don't. You're wasting your time. No. So, comedy opened a lot of doors for me. Like, I've done a lot of writing as well. Like, I write the Juno Awards every year and the MMVAs and that kind of stuff. So comedy's kind of really opened a lot of doors in all aspects of media, which I really enjoy. Like, I like doing all that kind of stuff. Like, most people know me on camera, but I would say most of the work I do is behind the cameras. What am I thinking about before the show? Really not anything. I'm usually thinking about like what I'm PVRing at home that I can watch when I get home. Like tonight, it's Glee and Dragon's Den. I know, who's cool, right? You're like, oh, he's so cool. Yeah, he's gonna go home and watch Dragon's Den. Just so you know, that's my life. Not so cool now. But no, I mean, I love that this is where I'm from. Like, I definitely love being Canadian, and it's fun to go and represent Canada in other parts. Like, I've toured through, like in England and South Africa and a lot through the States, and it is really fun to be a Canadian comic in these places, especially like in the U.S., because I think they're so good. And you know what? They're not. They're all full of it. Well, that's the fun thing about Video on Trial is all those people are really close friends of mine. Like me and Deborah and Sabrina are like super, super close, and we've been friends way before that show even. So it's really fun to do, and Nikki as well, Nikki Payne. And Russell Peters is one of my closest friends as well. He's become, like a huge star now. And but I still tour with him in the U.S., and I write the Junos for him every year, and I'm really the funny behind Russell Peters is what I'm saying. I write his stuff, and no. All that ethnic stuff comes from here. And no. Well, the scene is really great here. Like, there's a lot of really great people in this country, so there's a few dicks, but they know who they are. You know who you are. Plans for the future. Well, after I leave here, I have a show in 20 minutes, and that's about all. And then I'm gonna watch Dragon's Den and Glee. That's usually about as far as I look ahead, to be totally honest. That's the weird thing about what I do is that I never really know. Like, I never thought I would be here at this moment. Well, I thought I'd be here at some point at Sheridan. I mean, I figured that was the goal. Gotta be doing an interview at Sheridan. And no, you never really know where your path's gonna take you. Like I never really thought I'd be doing stuff from Much Music, from doing stand-up. It's kind of a weird. I mean, it's a music channel, right? And but I love that that's where I'm at right now. And you never really know. So I'm trying not to get too caught up in what's gonna go. I mean, I am thinking of moving to New York, even though I was just bashing the States. I love America. What's not to love? Do you want like a verdict now? Do you want like I sent it to you? No, I sent it to you to go to my show right now. How about that?